My wife Beth and her sister Sue, and my daughter Adrian, and my son John were right below when the ice broke. Our whole family participated in trying to help Grace and the family. I used everything I had, along with some other nurses that came to her rescue, and we kept her alive for the first hour, as you've read in the paper. Mr. Tam wrote a beautiful article that described his pride and joy and the family's pride and joy of Grace that you read in the newspaper. All those things that were mentioned, we did as a nursing team, and we did the best we could. You can all be grateful in the family that Grace had no pain during this hour, that she was still awake answering all these questions that Joe mentioned. I was the one that started, Mr. Tam, that started asking her questions so that we could keep her alert, and hopefully that maybe medical help would come and help us. So that was our way to keep life going and ask her questions, and we went through a lot of questions, didn't we? And I guess I'm honored to be able to be available, and God put me there for some reason to be at the ice caves that day. And I will be forever in your hearts. God bless you and your family.
Thank you, sir. Would anyone else like to share some thoughts? Here we go. Would you like to come around here, ma'am? We'll have you next.
My name is Anita Gorelnik. I'm an emergency room nurse at Evergreen Hospital, and I was also hiking at the ice caves last Saturday and was there assisting Paul, who just spoke. And I would just like to express my deepest sorrow for the loss of your beautiful, beautiful daughter. And, as nurses, we grieve with patients and families every day, and we take it with us. And I'm very sorry, and I wish there had been more we could have done.
You want to come right up here so they can all see you? Okay, come right up here. Go. And you can use your mic right there.
Hi, John. Tom. In the winter of 1999, Dennis and I were very blessed and pleased to have tiny baby Grace in our home. She was the most magnificent child I think I have ever seen. Years later, we saw her again and again, and she grew to be the most eloquent, sweetest, lovable angel. We adore you. She will be so missed.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone else? Oh, yes, sir. You go right here. I'll put this together.
Okay, William, I won't sing. My name's Guy. I'm Grace's cousin. They're over, this is a little story as a parent that I was wondering how this would work out. And they were over visiting us just 2 weeks ago. I'm also visiting my brother. And we were eating dinner, and we have a big garden in our house over in Spokane, and we had lettuce that we picked from our garden. And so here we're eating lettuce, and Grace stops and looks at, what's this on my lettuce? And as a parent, I was like, uh-oh, what's going to happen next? It was an inchworm moving on the lettuce. So I explained, well, it's just a worm. We wash the lettuce, but sometimes we miss things. She looks at me, looks at the lettuce, looks at the worm, picks the worm up, puts it down, takes her little fork, start eating the lettuce again. Well, just one of those humor stories. I thought that, I know my reaction the first time I found an inchworm, I yelled at my parents, but she just took it calmly and just kept on eating her lettuce.
Thank you. Let us continue. You come right here, and we'll have this lady right here. So you actually can get here first, I think. There you go. And we'll get you right back.
My name is Christine Connor, and Zachary, my son, knew Grace at co-op preschool from ages 3 to 5. And what I'd like to thank to Mommy and John for teaching me how to be a good mom. Because the reason that Grace is the extraordinary person that she is no accident. She was created with so much love. And when I heard of the accident, I just send you so much love. Because I know that today you are still an extraordinary mom. And I'm sure that there are a million things that you're saying to yourself about how you might be bad. And please know that none of us here think that's true for a minute. And I promise that we will always hold you in high esteem. Thank you so much for teaching me to be a good mom, both of you.
My name is Mesa, and I was in Grace's 5th grade class. On the last day of school, we had a lot of fun. I drew on the whiteboard with Grace and Carrie, and it was really fun. Grace is a way better drawer than me, and we had a lot of fun. We just started out drawing the circle, and we called it Mr. Doused. And we just started adding funny things to it and making fun of him.
Ow!
Like we always do.
Ow, ow!
And then after that, we showed Mr. Doused it, and it was really fun. Then we started drawing more stuff. Like, we started drawing animals. Like, I'd ask them, what kind of animal do you want me to draw? And they would say, like, a giraffe or elephant or dog. I think my dog was the best, and my elephant, I can't even describe what it looked like. So, when I heard about Grace passing, my heart was broken. It was hard. It was very hard. But I hope everyone in this room will have something better to look forward to in the future. Thank you.
Very much.
My name is Renee Napoli, and I had the honor to know Grace on July 31st. I was one of them that was with her and her family, and I just want to thank you. In the couple hours that I got to know your daughter, it became abundantly clear what a special little girl she was. And one of the blessings that I'll always forever remember about that day was the love that was present, not only from you to her, but from her to you. And I'm so thankful that she left our world hearing your voices tell her how much you loved her, and she was totally at peace. But thank you. It was definitely an honor. Your daughter was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. We do have one more special. Oh, yes, sir. You come right along.
I was also in preschool with Grace, and I knew her as a very good friend. She was very kind and good-hearted. She loves animals, and she was, well, just really a nice person, and it's just sad to see her that pass away, and it doesn't seem fair. Just doesn't.
I wouldn't argue. Anyone else? Yes, sir.